Scru, what up? They weren't ready for this one. Yo, I'm a byproduct of fly talk. All these guys nada. I fathered the scene. I'm Darth and you Skywalker.
A script or Scru. It's Trey from the Law Twins. I was asked when I'm gonna collab with y'all, and I say whenever. So when we gonna get it poppin'? Pass the message.
What up? What's good, SFJ Nation? Huh? What's good in the neighborhood? Yes, sir. It's been a little while, a little second, since you seen one of these type videos, right? Where I'm holding the camera on some real selfie cam-ish, and we just break down some important things going on in hip-hop, bro. A lot of things going on. Let me start this off by saying, Old Town Road Screwed Up, I'm pretty sure it's like right at 40,000 views. Thank you guys so much for making that a possibility. I appreciate the hell out you niggas. Word. Means the world to me, bro. Means the world. Now, if you did or didn't know, me and Trey Stuckey from Law Twins, we in the process of making some music right now. Y'all know the difference between some music and some music, right? We in the process of making some good old music. Word. Some historic jaunt, you know what I mean? It's gonna be another one of those SFJ banger dangers. And I will be giving out early releases, the Scru Saturday. I started doing that, then I stopped because, you know, the timing of waiting to get certain songs back. I had to try to hit them right then and now. So, we gonna do that. And yeah, you know me, I don't really like dropping audios. I like, you know, because I know in 2019, music is visual. Oh, that's a bar. Why you barring, Scru? Music is visual, so they got that coming. Shout out to everybody who's been watching that going in again. I'm pretty sure that's almost to 100,000 views. Let's get that to 100,000 views. That's the first, you know what I mean? First most important jaunt. You know what I mean? Okay, so. What's up, man? What's up with this, man? I had to talk about this, bro. Sada Baby versus Eminem. Now, here's the thing that I gotta just start this off by saying. I first, my voice cracked, that's how you know I'm serious. I first started out doing this video in a particular way. Well, not this video. I first started out, let me let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Yeah. So, what happened was, when I first saw this news, man, I questioned myself. I said, why do people disrespect, particularly Eminem, so much? Why is that like the hot shit to do? Let's rewind a little. Back to when Gucci Mane was getting interviewed, and he said, "You don't nobody rah, listen Eminem with that old lady," right? Off tops, which we broke down. It really boiled to, it boiled down to really the Mariah Carey beef. That's really where that started off at. And like I said, it wasn't surprising because I knew from the jump, Gucci has had a real issue with Eminem. Because, you know, him and Mariah got something. You know, me and Mariah got something going on. So apparently, that's why he jumped out the window. Then we had, but that made sense, right? That made sense because we know Mariah and M are not friends. So I'm sure anybody who's super riding with Mariah is not riding with M. So he took that time in the interview to talk about M, which was crazy to me. I was like, okay, that's not that crazy, but it's a little crazy. You feel me? So then that was cool. I let that one slide. I let it slide. We all let it slide. Wasn't that crazy? Some people went crazy. Cancel Gucci! Nah. Made sense. Now, I might have missed somebody. Oh, Nick Cannon. Then Nick Cannon comes out dissing M. Now, I think about it, and all of that makes sense up to this point. All of that makes sense to this point, right? All of that makes sense. So basically, you're married to Mariah, or that was your ex. You got kids with her. You try to defend her honor. Now, Gucci was definitely trying to defend it a little bit more. He seemed to be a little bit angrier, took it a little more personally, which was odd. But that's fine. That's fine. Now we got Sada Baby. Listen, the only reason I even know who Sada Baby is because my little bro and his friends, there was one summer where they were listening to that, something that like a Brock Lesnar, right? That with the spot testers. That was hot. That was hot, right? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sada Baby look like a swagged out chipmunk. I ain't gonna lie. Do I need to heat him? Do I need to heat him? Do I need to? Boy, if you don't get your Balenciaga wearing Alvin in the Chipmunk face, the fuck out of here. I ain't done. Should I heat? Should I heat? Nah, let me give him one. Let me give him one. Let me give him one. Should I just give him one? Boy, if you don't get your storing walnuts in your cheeks for the winter face, the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Boy, if you don't get your Alvin Dave face, the fuck out of here. What's his name? What's his name? Dave? It don't matter. Face the fuck out of here. Let me chill. Let me talk about it. So Sada Baby is being interviewed. And they ask him about Eminem. Now, I'm pretty sure Sada Baby is from Detroit also. And then Sada Baby goes, Eminem's not even in the top 5 of Detroit rappers. Now, bruh, let's quit this. Let's stop this. I know what's going on. We know what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen of the SJ Nation, you know I'm here to try to educate you guys about not just the industry, but the psychology behind musicians. Because our psychology is not the same as y'all. We crazy. We off the meat rack. In order to make music or music, you gotta be crazy, because that's why I never understand when people be like, that artist is so sensitive. Why are artists so sensitive? I mean, we are though, I ain't gonna lie. Some of us need to learn how to take a joke a lot better. But it makes sense why we don't, because if you're serious about music, you put your all into it. Your songs are like your children. These are expressions of emotion. These are totems. These aren't songs. These are totems that represents times in our life if you're serious about it. So speaking about a song, speaking about a bar, speaking about a thought, it hurts a lot more than people who don't make music understand. I'm just saying. But as artists, especially rappers, we gotta pretend to be tough and have this machismo and nothing bothers us. So we bottle it in, and then our anger comes out in weird ways. So let me just get that psychology out the way. But let me tell y'all something. Let me educate y'all. Before we even go into this article and start reading this and bringing this down, let me tell you exactly what's going on. Without even reading, without even looking at what's going on, let me tell you exactly what's going on. By the way, Eminem's 11 years sober this year. That's huge. I meant to start the video off by saying that, but that's dope. 11 years. And if y'all remember Slim Shady LP, Marshmallow's EP, was it the Marshmallow's LP? Whatever. When you go back to those, I'm not gonna lie, this gonna sound crazy. It's not gonna sound crazy because it's obvious. That's my favorite M. Young, drugged up M is my favorite. But like I always say, you cannot sacrifice people for your gain as a fan, as a consumer. These are real live human beings. If to me Eminem was better when he was drugged out and he was having telling those stories about the crazy witch. Y'all ever seen that video? Yeah, I'm a real M head. Y'all ever seen that video where he talking about the crazy witch? If you have, put it in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button. Put it in the comment section if you've seen that story of the crazy witch, because boy, that boy was off that giggity stick. I'm just gonna tell you. So, back when he was rapping about 2 pills I pop till my pupils fill up like 2 pennies. I'm Clint Eastwood in his mid-20s, you know what I mean? That's my favorite, but if this M now is good enough where I'm saying that I don't want him to sacrifice his mind, soul, body, whatever, so I could feel like I could get better punchlines and bars. Nah. But I know what's going on, bro. We know what's going on. Let me educate y'all. Let me tell y'all. When you speak about Eminem, especially negatively, first of all, negativity goes a lot further than positivity in 2019. And it's not just a 2019 thing. That's been since the dawn of humanity. But social media makes it a lot easier for that to spread, because I think human beings, he going on a tangent. He talk about the composition of human beings. Here we go. I think human beings, the reason why, and I do this all the time, I will scroll down literally 40 positive comments. Just scroll down. That's huge. That's okay. Whatever. I'll see 1 negative comment. 1. And for some reason that makes me pump the brakes and want to comment to that and want to and fight that dude and get my back and make sure he don't lie on me. That type of stuff. But then it makes us actually spend more energy on boosting negative things, because in 2019 or in the social media era, in the algorithm era, which is before social media, but in the social media algorithm era, social media can't tell the difference between negativity and positivity. That's why YouTube will push a video that gets a lot of thumbs down as much as they'll put, because it's interaction. A lot of thumbs down in comments is interaction. So this is what's going on. And let me tell you, somebody who's been reacting to Eminem, doing Eminem news, and I'll put it this way. For like 7 months, at least 4 months solid, I was doing Eminem reviews, right? Because Eminem to me had the most type of bars that made me react, and I hate reaction. It was just like, oh yeah, I like that one too. Oh, that's dope. I don't like that. Y'all know me. I'll be, ow! I be karate chopping. Where my chop at? I be pulling my chop out. You know what I mean? So I started doing that. Now, what happened was, built up a relationship. A lot of the S&J Nation are Eminem fans. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of other bases now, but especially in the beginning, there are a lot of Barbs, but then M fans, right? Now, y'all know me. Still the same OG, but I've been low key. No, but y'all know me. I'm going to give you the real rugged raw how I feel about a song. It don't matter. It's just happened that Eminem has a lot of stuff that I like. But then we got into more of his singing stuff, and I said I hated Eminem singing. And the amount of flood of people that came in angry and stuff was what showed me that, oh, this is why people are doing this. Now, if you're an Eminem fan, if you're one of those Eminem fans who's always like ready to jump out the window to protect M, I get it. That's the person you look up to. He probably helped you, probably literally saved you in your life somewhere. But I'm just gonna tell you, the reason why the Sada babies and the Guccis are doing this is to bring you guys out. That's why I said social media is not gonna be able to tell why you were brought out. It's just that you were brought out. Now, matter of fact, look at this. Have we ever talked about Sada Baby on this channel before? Absolutely not. Now he getting the whole video, right? And I'm making this video because, first of all, anytime it might potentially be a this dude versus this, you know I'm there. You know I'm there. You know I'm up in there. You know I'm up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me. Y'all know I am. Word. I'm in there. But I'm telling you right now, what these dudes are doing is trolling. They are clickbaiting. Gucci, in the beginning, when Gucci went in, Gucci wasn't trolling or clickbaiting. Let me say that. Gucci was not trolling. Gucci was not clickbaiting. Nothing of that nature. That was genuinely how he felt about M. And I have no thought in my mind that he would say that exact same thing to M's face. You know what I mean? It's Gooch. It's Gooch money. It's Gooch Cham, bro. What are we talking about? Brr. I know that. The Sada baby thing. The Sada baby thing. Boy, why you clickbaiting? Boy, why you trolling? This is what it is. Sada baby knows that he had to say the most outrageous thing he could say to get people to talk about him. Look at this. Now, if Sada baby if they would have asked, and he would have said the truth, and just said Eminem is a legend in hip. What are we talking about? Eminem is a legend in hip hop. Top 5 in Detroit of what? But he knew that's not gonna get the same clicks. There's been plenty of people who shout out Eminem and don't. JID just said a few weeks ago, and I was gonna do a video about this, and I'm kind of being a hypocrite by not, but I'm showing you right now human nature. I'm no better than my nature. I try to be. I could see it. I could point out when something's going on, but sometimes it's harder to veer off that path you've been trained to go down. You didn't see a bunch of videos about JID saying Eminem was the reason he's rapping. You didn't see a bunch of articles. I mean, I guess you saw some, but not to the point of this. Listen, JID is such a bigger artist than Sada baby that the fact that this Sada baby thing is cracking the ethos is insanity. So, Sada baby knew that I gotta say the most outrageous thing I can say. So not even just I don't like Eminem. Let me try to tarnish his legacy a little bit, because that's what's gonna make the people really mad and really click on it. Because let's for instance, I might not even read that article. I'm going in. Let's for an instant just pretend Sada baby really believes what he's saying. Because you know what he tried to do? If you read the article, he says the same thing Gucci said. He said, we don't ride around, listen to Eminem while we driving. Listen, y'all gotta stop having that be the benchmark, the end all be all. If a nigga's a legend, or people are listening to somebody, or somebody's top 5, if you not bumping it in your whip, nobody I know is bumping it with. Most of the people you know probably listen to the same thing, bro. That's usually how it is in friend groups. They probably listen to the same thing. I'm gonna tell you something. Let's even narrow it down to your neighborhood. We're not even gonna talk about the world. We're not even gonna talk about Detroit. Let's talk about your neighborhood. Eminem is crushing everybody there. And oh, you think I'm talking about lyrically? Oh, you think I'm talking about like opinion-based stuff? No. By every statistic that Sada baby would place somebody on the top 5, what game are we playing? What game are we playing? Are we playing the record sales game? Oh, you don't want to do that either. Okay, let's throw that out. Are we playing the impact game? Oh, that's not fair all of a sudden. All right, let's throw it out. We're not playing the lyrics game? Okay, so what game are you talking about? Let's talk about impact to Detroit. Let's talk about the people who put Detroit on. Let's talk about the people. Bruh, Sada baby will never do for his neighborhood what Eminem did for 8 Mile. I'm in my bag. I'm sorry. Sada baby will never do what Eminem has done for the game. And I don't care if you don't ride around bumping him, my G. I don't ride around bumping you. The only people I don't... Listen. Literally, The people that I know who listen to you don't ride around bumping you all the time. What are you talking about? I know niggas who literally come home, like my little brother, that will listen to you all the time on the World Star, because it's World Star, and don't listen to you, don't got your CD, don't got your album, don't got nothing you drop, but the singles you drop it on World Star because it's the World Star channel. Bruh, stop it, bruh. I'm sorry. You will never have the impact, and I know it hurts because he's white. I know that's what you want to say. I know it. But a spade is a spade. Stop that weird and I feel like there's a narrative built by, okay, here's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a narrative built by people who don't like Eminem because of some of Eminem's fans. And that's one thing I always try to tell Eminem fans, like, bro, people feel, the reason why people go at Eminem 90% of the time is not because of anything Eminem has done, is because of an experience they had with an Eminem fan, an experience that they know somebody had with an Eminem fan, because the stands can be toxic, can be very toxic. But any hardcore fan base can be very toxic because what they represent, like what they love, means more to them than what that person is doing. So you may look at it like music or something, but with Eminem fan, they looking at cleaning out my closet. If you could relate to cleaning out my closet and you went through what he went through, you went through some drug stuff, you a couple years sober, a couple months sober, you trying to be sober, that M is gonna land on your ears different, bro. It's gonna land on your ears different. That's a fact. But what, I'm sick of this, and I'm me, bro. I'm me, bro. I understand what you're trying to do, Sada baby, but that's so corny, bro. Corny. It's corny. Because you can be like, oh, that's just my opinion, but this is what I always feel. First of all, you're showing your crabs in the barrel mentality. You're showing it. I know you're going to try to be like, oh, no, I want to look out for the up-and-coming Detroit artists. Eminem already got his shine. Listen, this is what I always say. When people don't admit there's a top, that means everybody's in the bottom. I know what people, and that's how wildly jealous, wild people. There are people who would rather have everybody at the bottom than to admit somebody's at the top. Listen, if Eminem's not at top 5 in Detroit music, then there is no top 5 in Detroit music. Because when you are doing these things like that, that's why you have to be subjective, bro. When you're doing top 5s, you gotta be in Detroit. Just say top 5 niggas you like out of Detroit. If you saying this is the top 5 out of Detroit, and then you leave Eminem off because you're not riding around bumping him in your whip because he doesn't impact your friends like he impacts the rest of the world, what are you talking about, Sada baby? There is nobody you putting above Eminem in your top 5, bro. There's just not in Detroit, I mean. It's just, that is, because here's the thing that those people, I always feel like those people hate success. And I feel like those people who say things like that about the Jay-Z's, Lil Wayne's, Eminem's, I feel like it's because they never genuinely believed they could be in that position. And because if they did, they would want people to be more understanding than they're being to themselves. And then this is the thing that I hate about people. People can only smell poop when they step in it. They could be looking at the turd for a mile. They saw it a mile away and kept walking. Smelled it, kept walking. And then had to step into it, 5 toes into that John Dookie, squeezing out the in-between of your toes for you to be like, oh yeah, that's poop. Listen, how is it, Sada baby, you aspire to be one of the top 5s in Detroit, right? You probably aspire to be the top 5 in music, right? You probably aspire to be the top 5 in whatever you do, right? Top 5 trapper, whatever you are. You probably one of them dudes like, I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper. Anyway, top 5, whatever you are, right? Whatever you put importance to, right? You gotta create a culture and an environment that you wanna live in. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, if Eminem could do everything Eminem's been doing for as many years as he's been doing, and you don't put him in your top 5, or you try to say that he's not a top 5 Detroit artist, then you might as well quit, whoa. Because what you're saying, what I'm telling you as a fact, right? Now, don't hear this wrong, because when I say this, some people might hear this wrong. I'm not saying there is not an artist from Detroit who will come up and outdo Eminem in numbers, in impact, Time, until a meteor hits this planet and it blows up, time keeps on ticking. Ticking, ticking into the future. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, time keeps on ticking. And I would be a wild person, and by my own logic, I should probably stop listening to hip hop if I don't think it could get better than M. That's what I'm saying, right? If M can do, right, what he's done, let me just say this. There might be an artist that comes out of Detroit and outsells M, outdoes M. There probably will. Whether it's 50 years or 100 years, there probably will be, right? Because there's going to be more people on the planet. Probably will be, right? But let me tell you something. Sada, baby. You, specifically. You. No. Not Big Sean. I'm not talking about Big Sean. Big Sean might do it, maybe. I'm not talking about what other Detroit artists. I'm not talking about Snap Dogg. I'm not talking about you, Sada, baby. You are never going to do a fraction of what M has done. Nigga. And people be like, never say never. That's not fair. You know, the universe can, you know, manifest itself. No. Because I already see the energy you give out. What did Jay say? Niggas ain't ballers these days. Ain't that like LeBron James? Ain't that just like D-Wade? You niggas, you can't hate ballers. You can't hate the top and then think you're gonna be there. Because no matter what Sada Baby's top is, Eminem is on the top of Detroit music. And if you took a poll in just Detroit, let's not even talk about the rest of the world, in just Detroit, you know M's gonna win. So it's your prerogative to have your opinion or whatever opinion you have. Your prerogative. That's your prerogative. Everybody's talking all this stuff. That's your prerogative, right? But what I'm telling you is that creates a dangerous narrative. I promise you, it's more danger than you think. Because if you want to be successful, you're cutting your legs out from under you, bro. Because you're not going to do what M is saying. So you might as well have said, like, there is no top 5. If M ain't top 5 Detroit music, there is no top 5. There is no top 5. I know he's white. I understand. To some people, it's hard to say that a white person is the top of hip hop or the top of a area. It's hard. I know, because what you gotta go through as a black artist or as a black person is hard. You know what I mean? I get it. But call a spade, because M is not that, and that's another thing I feel like M gets a bad gripe, because M, I don't think is a lot, I know if you listen to Stan, M is not like the Stans. M is like his casual fans. M is more like his regular fans than he is his Stans. If you say like talk to a die hard, I mean somebody who, you know who we talking about, the people who aren't using reason, and I'm not saying this is all Eminem fans. I'm saying that there is a sect, and we all know this, that if you talk to them, right, about the values they have, and you probably talk to Eminem or just listen to enough Eminem, you would be like, oh, y'all values are completely too different. Just listen to Stan, you know what I mean? But it's hard to tell people that have connected to you in a different way to stop connecting you so strongly. I don't think M would want that either, but he also, what I'm saying is, there is some Eminem fans out there who are still willing to put their pregnant girl in a trunk and drive off a street if they think that will get them closer to M. That's what I'm saying. So this is my message to all people who do stuff about Eminem or talk about Eminem. Do not let the worst of a base, the worst of something, be the representation of that thing. And that goes further than Eminem. That goes with me. That goes with football teams. That's what I'm saying. There's the people who dress up, might paint their face, go out there, rah, 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 rep their team. But then there's the motherfuckers who wait at the end of the show to stab somebody wearing the jersey of the opposite team as they go into their minivan with their family. You know the difference. Don't let the stabbers be the representation of that football team's fan base. That's a bar. That's a bar. So Sada baby, chill, whoa. I get it. I'm talking about you. There's a lot of more people talking about you. More people talking about you than I've ever seen talk about you. And I know you might be like, well, you don't be listening to my music. You don't know me. Like I said, trust me, my little brother do. And I'm gonna tell you. So you don't be getting talked about like that. So it's cool. Get your little, you know what I mean, little moment off of this. That's fine. But I'm just saying, as a serious thing, and this is a big problem that we have in hip hop in general. We poop on the OGs a lot, acting like we're never gonna get old. You know what I mean? Document some of the stuff that some people, some artists be saying when they're young. Because when they get to the age of the people that they talk about that they consider old, I guarantee you it's gonna be a different tone. And people could be like, yeah, people are gonna mature. Well, I'm talking about people who are older than me right now. And if I could see this ahead of time, and most people who are watching this could see this ahead of time, I would really hope that you would too. Is Eminem top 5 Detroit music according to Sada baby? No. According to the rest of the world, absolutely. Of the corner of 8 Mile and Navarra, all the way to the corner of Apple and Eagle, all the way to the Marcy Projects. They don't even know the different hoods I just shouted out. They're like, who lives in Apple and Eagle? That's Wheezy. What about That's Hov. Speech. Shout out to Brown. We out of here.
Next. Let me talk to him. I got my click in the back, so trip if you want. This be a bad contract, boy, I'm ripping it up. So put your hands in the sky like I'm sticking you up. Cause like the Marlboro man, I got the cig in the front.